welcome to episode 5 of Tess and Grumpy's Travelling Adventures. So in this episode we had a slight detour from our original plans. We were going to travel from basically the Granite Belt and travel down to Armidale. I have a daughter there, so we called in to see her, and then we were going to travel down through around Oxley Falls and go down what's called the Thunderbolts Way. Very steep way, and because of the heavy rain at the time, we just decided it's too big a task for Wanda when it's towing, so we just diverted. So we actually ended up coming down through Tenterfield, through Armidale, where we stayed a couple of nights. We got a little snippet of some video near Uralla at Thunderbolts Rock, and then we travelled through to Lake Liddell, which turned out to be a lovely spot to stay. So we'll show you a bit of that journey and a little bit of Lake Liddell campsite as well. Hello.
Hi.
We're up at Mount McKenzie Lookout near Tenterfield. We took Wanda up there towing Jimmy. It was a little bit steep in parts, but very accessible for caravans or motorhomes. Probably not a lot of turning area up the top. We've got a school group in front of us, so we'll be a bit restricted, but we'll get around. If you had a lot of people up here, it might be an issue, but we'll just show you the views from here.
Yep, okay.
So this is looking over the northern tablelands. So I actually grew up in Armidale, so but I don't think I've ever been up to Mount McKenzie Lookout. So nice view from up here.
So that's looking down to Tenterfield.
Tenterfield, just down there. Good morning, followers. Well, last night we were in Armidale. I have a daughter in Armidale, and so we went to visit, and we put Wanda in the backyard. Very tight squeeze into the gate, and trying to get out. It rained last night, and then trying to get out, it was too wet. The wheels were spinning, and fortunately we had a neighbour came and gave us a hand, and I learnt where the hitch point is on the Ducato. There's a little like a plastic recess that you can pop out, and then there's a little screw thread in there, and inside your where under the passenger seat there's all your tools for changing tyres, etc. There's a little eyelet there that screws in. That's your tow point. So we use that. We use the hitch cords for Wanda for the Jimny, and we managed to get out. So we're currently just in Uralla. It's raining a little bit. I'll just show you around. We stopped at Thunderbolts Rock. I'll just give you a look around. So this is Thunderbolts Rock. As kids, we used to come up and climb on top there. I don't think I'll be doing it in the wet weather, but that's Thunderbolts Rock. Well worth just popping in and having a look. So back in the days where stagecoaches, Thunderbolt used to hide out in this rock, and he would rob stagecoaches, etc., as bushrangers did. So just looking around, here is Wanda. So we did have plans to head down to Walker, and then we were going to go down the what's called the Thunderbolts Way. It's a very steep, winding. Being wet, we're not going to do it. We'll probably head down through Tamworth Way, and we'll just see where we end up. Okay guys, so we ended up at Lake Liddell recreation area. Tess was busy on the phone finding places and she found another ripper of a spot. It's been wet and cold, as you can see what we're wearing. And apart from getting bogged and needing to be towed out in Armidale, I've managed the same thing again here, so let's just take so here you can see the remnants of me getting bogged with Wanda, not badly. What I did was to hook up, to connect the drive shaft back to Jimny with the dog clutch and put it in low gear, and actually the little Jimny towed Wanda out. So we'll give you a little bit of a look around the park here. We're sort of on one side. There's a camp kitchen here. It's like an enclosed camp kitchen, very nice.
Yeah, it's a well set up camp kitchen. There's a lot in there.
Kids playground here.
I think it's a little water park in summer, the buckets.
Oh yeah, so the buckets probably tip over and they've got water in there and the kids can play in the water, which is nice. Another swing area over here. And this is heading so there's, on the lake itself, so Lake Liddell is actually a man-made lake. I think it was about the early 70s it was built. And it was built for cooling the Liddell power station, which is a massive coal-based power station that they've now closed down with the trend towards the renewables.
Which we'll be able to show that.
So we'll be able to have a look at the Liddell power station as we move across. There's quite a lot of permanents here. I think there's a lot of workers who come here. The sites it was only $20, $30 a night for a powered site. No water though. There are some limited spots, I think near that playground there, where the little windmill, the lighthouse was. There was some water over there, but you got to be lucky to get water at your site. So we were planning to do some washing here with the washing machine in Wanda, but we actually have a laundry here. I think it was $5 a load and a dry.
$4 for washing, $5 for drying.